All right, welcome to the monthly Monday morning meditation for the new earth. I am Jason Donaldson from Jason Donaldson Healer, here to help you remember, because when we remember, we heal. And what I mean by that is, yeah, we can remember trauma and we can remember experiences, good, bad, or otherwise. But really what I'm talking about in remembering is remembering the essence, the core of your being. And at the highest level, that is like our spirit, our connection with all things, the oneness, enlightenment, whatever label we want to put on it. So at a very high pinnacle, there's the understanding that nothing is separate here. We're all interconnected. There's a spirit, there's an energy, people call it God, the universe, source. And so it's connecting with that. And when we connect with that and just be in that place in what people have called the space before time, even before creation, even though it is creation, it kind of lets everything settle so that we can look out at what is around us and navigate it in a different way. And this is like basically like meditation. What meditation does internally for us is, as we connect to that space, to just noticing, be in the witness consciousness, be in the awareness of what's there, we start to dance with it in a different way. And I spent a lot of time trying to control reality and make things bend to my will, and you know it doesn't really work for me yet. And I'm seeing that really the key is to find joy in what you're doing and be in joy in the moment and move out with that, and then things will work. And because there's old patterns for me where I will like get in this mindset of like, oh, this thing didn't work, or I don't have this thing happening, or nobody shows up for a call, then something bad is, something's wrong, I did something wrong. And then trying to figure out what I did wrong versus like, okay, how is this for me? And that's a big thing that's coming through for a lot of people in this last year or two, is starting to really comprehend the idea that this is for me, that whatever shows up um, is something to be with and to navigate and not make wrong or bad. And I'm also seeing there's a choice. Like, I had a friend would tell me one time that, because I used to get really depressed and upset. And he's like, all you need to do is think about something from the past that brought you joy. And I'm like, well, yeah, but it's not real, it's fake. But what he was showing me is, and I've worked with this before and I'm reclaiming it now, because people told me that's trying to use my mind and trying to be a master of the universe and trying to control my reality. But what it does is it's kind of like the spark that ignites and gets things going again. And then we look out with new eyes. And this is the same thing people do with like mushrooms, to microdose just a little tiny bit of mushrooms every day for like a month or two to reset the neural synaptic pathways, to create an expansion and a different view and a different perspective, where you're sparking this like, oh yeah, right, this is what it feels like, rather than getting caught up in the rudimentary routine of every day. This is what I do this day. This is what needs to happen. Here's my list of all the things I need to do. Oh my God, I don't have enough money, or I don't have a job, or I'm an entrepreneur and nothing's happening and I need to run out and make something happen. And so what this does is it kind of shifts that to go inside, to go internally. And that's really the key to everything, is you go inside and you choose what thought you want to entertain in any moment. You can go back, find the emotion, find the feeling, and work with that. And this is the same with we've been given the gift of this basically construct that there's chakras in our bodies. There's all these chakras. You say chakra because it does something with the mouth, right? So there's even that. And there's actually like over 144, but we're familiar with 7. And there's actually, an 8th one that more and more people are coming into awareness of, like the soul chakra. And there's like an earth chakra. And so we're going to work with those. We're going to work with 9 chakras today. And basically, I've been doing this the last week, where I'm working with clearing my third eye more. And I was trying to do it just from my heart and then drawing it up to my head, but I was seeing that the rest of my energy field down below and my connection to the earth was not as solid. So it was like lighting up all the chakras and then focusing with the third eye out to get the vision of the intention that was set. So that's what we're going to do today. Is I'm going to lead you guys through a guided meditation where we can clear the chakras, which is going to help us connect to the earth, help us connect with our soul essence, And we'll probably bring in a little more of the cosmic energy as well, like the galactic spiritual energy. And then for a vision for how we can create more abundance in our life, how we can feel more supported and in ways that are more graceful and easeful rather than I need to go get a 3D job or I need to push this thing through to make money. It's like, how can I just be the abundance we all say we want and allow it to come to us in magical ways? Because that seems to be what everybody wants. It's like, what do you want? And it's like, oh, abundance. And it's like, what kind of abundance? And so it's setting the intention for a vision to be on our highest timeline of abundance, grace, ease, happiness, joy, and love. If you want to set that intention, that's the suggestion, or whatever intention, whatever you're working on in your life. We're going to set that intention, clear the chakras, and then work with receiving a vision from that place. So I invite you here now in this moment to just tune into the body by closing the eyes, doing a stretch, an expansion stretch, and use the breath to help expand. Let go with ha. And just do a little gentle movement, whatever your body's feeling in the moment. And this is what I do at my events. If you've ever come to a galactic breathing event, really working first with the physical, because that's our first level of feedback very often is like a pain in the body or a tightness or a tension, stagnancy. It's like, oh, pay attention to this, come into our temple, like these pyramids behind me. What's going on in my temple? So just notice that and breathe. Take ownership over the temple with the breath. Let go with ha, releasing, relaxing, letting go. And then automatically for me, the smile comes in because I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it feels like to release. So embrace the smile, even if it feels like you have to force it a little bit, but just embrace like, oh yeah, I don't have to take this so seriously. And you don't want to like totally, like this, but just, allow that gentle opening, the gentle warming, the gentle parting of the clouds as you breathe in. Let go with ha. And when we breathe, we want to do the belly breaths. Try not to raise the shoulders and getting into this tension, this guarding, this keeping things at bay. We want to actually invite and welcome what we feel as we breathe. And the ability to lovingly acknowledge it and let it go or dissolve it into wholeness with a releasing. Feel our connection to the earth, feeling your feet, feeling your tailbone, rooted and grounded. You can actually visualize a cord of energy, even if you're in an apartment, in a car, wherever you are, you can go right through any and all material to connect you to the earth because you're always connected to the earth. You're always being held as part of Gaia, as part of the earth, one of her cells, this living organism that we are. So just feel that connection, or just intend for it to be there as it is there. And one more breath into the heart. Go with ha. And we want to set our intention for this meditation this morning, June 3rd, 2024. What is it you're wishing to receive a vision of? Setting your intention for your highest timeline, grace, ease, abundance, love, happiness, and peace. And a vision that represents that, knowing that it exists, it's already here. Be shown this today. Help solidify that as an energetic and physical reality here and now. So here now in this moment, again, feeling that connection to the earth, it really feels like today it's connecting to the earth, connecting to the planet on which we live. So maybe you're a star seed, maybe you're indigo, maybe you've had many lifetimes here, or maybe only one. But the fact remains that in here now in this moment, you are on planet Earth. And this is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful opportunity. Many people try to leave, but can we just be here now and lovingly acknowledge strength, the beauty, the power, the magic that is this planet. And yes, there's other things happening here. And like a good gardener, we're going to water what we desire to grow rather than what can sometimes shade and block away that. So let us in this moment feel that connection to the earth, breathing in, letting go. To do this, I want you to visualize, remember a time when you were in nature. It could be just the other day, it could be years ago. But a time you were in nature and you felt really loved and supported and connected. Often a childhood memory will come forward where we were really open and connected and noticing sparkles around us, butterflies, maybe even fairies, dragons, things that we as adults have given up and believing in sometimes. And now as we do this work, we start to realize, oh, there was something to this. So I invite you to remember that. Feeling that connection you felt then, breathe that into your root chakra. So this is the lowest chakra. It's below the tailbone, right around the tailbone. And as you do this, you're also lighting up the earth chakra below your feet. And I'm feeling the earth one is like a green, golden, kind of blue color, like all the beautiful colors of earth. It's almost like an earth chakra below the feet. You feel that connection as it radiates up into the root chakra. Remembering that memory, remembering the feeling, what it felt like to be in nature, to feel divine abundance in that moment, to feel held and safe. Maybe something had happened and scared you. Maybe something was really amazing and you went there. But either way, nature held you where you were. And she lovingly acknowledged you and she helped you remember with the wind, with the birds, with the sounds. Maybe you were barefoot, really feeling that connection to the earth. Breathe that into your root chakra. Notice what color comes forth. Typically it would be red here. But for me personally, I'm feeling more, again, in this golden color, this warmth. Bring in a little bit of the red. Acknowledge that fiery, passionate self that helps us survive, helps us thrive in a very rooted, grounded sense. And here now in this moment, we're realizing we are grounded, we are rooted, we are connected. This connection to the earth that we are always supported and provided for, always supported. Our foot always lands on solid ground. As we feel that connection, we're going to move up into the sacral chakra. This is typically an orange color. As we move up into that, feel the powerful ability you have to create. And I invite you to think of a time when you created something truly magnificent, truly beautiful. This could be a child. This could be a piece of art. This could be an experience you had where you manifested something. You created that. It was a vision in your mind. It was a thought, an idea, a concept. And it came to fruition. It fruited. It came forth. I'm feeling the dragons come through in this moment, letting you know that your creations are valuable, worthy, and desired. and they will protect your creations. They are here as protectors, as sovereign guides, reminding us of our sovereignty, of our ability to feel safe and create and enjoy our creations. So the invitation is to breathe into that sacral chakra, feeling the dragon energy as they surround and protect yourself and what you're creating. And then we move up into the solar plexus chakra. It's typically yellow in color. Still feeling that dragon energy. We're feeling the power of the dragons and how they're able to discern how to use their power. Extremely powerful beings that can be quite destructive when it's their will rather than divine will. And yet we don't want to give up our power. We don't want to give up our ability to have free will. So it's not the lack of power, it's having power and the ability to destroy and hurt, but choosing not to, never needing to. Because in this center, we're embodying, and it feels like the sun, that your power is your power. And I can feel the stagnancy, the feeling of maybe darkness, defeat. Let me just tune in what we can bring in to help assist that. So I'm seeing flowers from the earth, like the rose bush, like many flowers, tulips, and others. They recede, they descend down into the earth in times of change and transformation. And this is just a cycle. We know it happens. And it's the same for us. There is a cycle. There are periods we go through in our life where there is a descending back into the void, back into the seemingly darkness to germinate, to get ready for the next phase, the next blossoming, the unfolding that comes from that process. And this is a reminder, same as the sun, and really breathe in that sun energy into this space, that yellow sun, bright, vibrant. And no matter what, I'm in my cycles, I'm in my process. And I'm blossoming always in this process. What is it I need to feel fulfilled and to love the creation that I am? That you are loved, you are the universe. There's a desire to create and feel stable and whole, and yet you are this. And this is why you have free will, to experience the blessing, to navigate this reality as you choose, to meander, to seemingly get lost, and then come back with a force and a flow. And I'm feeling like a ship that plows through the ice, breaking it up, clearing it. It creates a wake. And sometimes that happens in our life. We have to really plow through a thing. And that's what we're doing this day. We're working with the chakras, and we're clearing these spaces that can sometimes take on energy of defeat, depression, sadness. So again, use that smile, breathe in the sun. And for this one, I want you to think of a time where you overcame something that seemed impossible. Maybe this was a challenging childhood. Maybe this was something in the business world. Maybe this was a challenging situation with your child or a loved one, and you found a way through it. You made it through it. It didn't destroy you. It didn't take you under. You didn't give up. You went through that. You made it through that. And here you are now. And so I want you to breathe and feel the power that is everything you've went through to be here now in this moment. That like the sun, you are always shining. And this leads us to our heart. And feel the love, feel the connection in your heart. to that situation and how we can lovingly acknowledge how that was for us. Another part of us is resistant to do this. How part of us doesn't understand. Yet we see the blessing that was this dance with another, with the situation. And we shift that in this moment by lovingly acknowledging ourselves. Doesn't mean what happened was right or we were wrong or anything else. But we're just going to lovingly acknowledge ourselves that we did it. We went through and we're here now. And in this moment, we can choose love. We do that by again going back to something you created. So we connect the heart and the root chakras and the sacral and the solar plexus, all in alignment with this heart energy, what was created. I didn't have to create, but I did. I felt the desire, I felt the longing, and I created something beautiful. And again, what was that thing you created? Was it a child? Was it a piece of art? You feel that feeling of how you, as a God creator being, can manifest and create and expand your heart to allow for a different reality than what's happened in the past. Life is like a spiral, patterns emerge and reemerge. So in this moment, we're lovingly acknowledging any of those patterns that are emerging in this moment. And we're going to do some statements, some clearing of contracts as we're connected to our heart, connected to the earth, to our will, to our creational energy, to our safety with the assistance of the dragons. I void all contract and agreements, and please repeat this if you feel guided. I void all contracts and agreements that were made with any entity, guide, or being that did not have my highest interest at heart. Clear any and all overlays, superimpositions, and false creational vortex energies from my field. Through all time and space, all realities and dimensions, all timelines throughout all universes. You feel that clearing coming through. Move up to the throat. In this space, it's blue often, throat chakra. This is also where our thyroid gland is, our parathyroid. And it's like the butterfly. People have used this symbol as a way to manipulate humans, but we're going to claim this as our freedom and expression, our ability to fly above, to speak our creation, to speak our joy, to speak our happiness, to bring it into fruition. So as we embody all the chakras, as we create, then there's a desire to express, to unfurl our wings, and to fly. So with this one, I want you to visualize first time you saw a bird and really saw the bird and the freedom it represented as it was flying through the sky. How it was playful, graceful, It would swoop in and land, or maybe it was just flying across the sky. Just remember what that was, that magic. How is that being doing that? Really feel that curiosity. And this is probably when you were a child again, too. Or maybe it was just the other day when you were busy with something and you saw that bird fly by. You see that bird like wink at you. Similar to the Jonathan Livingston Seagull story, where the seagull that refused to be just a seagull, that pushed the limits for pure joy of the experience of transcending the belief of limitation. While still feeling our other chakras lit up, connected to the earth. Feels like a little bit more. I'm gonna do a little energy work here. And also, I'm going to do implants, cords, braces that are no longer needed. With that smile, we breathe the energy up into the third eye. So this chakra is often indigo in color. And this is the energy of what we wanted to work with today. As we lit up all the other chakras, we come up to the third eye. And often in breath work, I'll see this as a portal or an actual eye. And I see that now as a result of the work we're doing. And maybe you're noticing that too, that as you look with eyes closed as if they're open, you're focusing on your pineal gland, you're focusing on your third eye. And to increase this, we're going to feel all the energy of all the other chakras, breathing it up into the third eye. And then letting go with ha. For this one, you just be the witness and you just notice what's there. And so we're going to remain focused here, looking as if your eyes were open, but they're closed. And as you're doing that, we're going to connect with our crown and our soul chakras. The crown is just right at the head, top of the head. And then the soul chakra is above the head. As we do that, we're going to feel a beam of energy come down through. And then focusing on the crown, there's this idea that to be the king or queen, to be the sovereign, is to be a clown. I don't know why that's coming through, but we're going to get rid of the court jester's hat, which mimics the crown, which belittles us as human beings, as God creators, as we were lied to, as to the extent of our power and creational ability. So we're going to remove that jester's hat, and we're going to place the crown upon your head with this statement of return to rightful owner, and in all energies, codes, fire letters, connections, and guidance to flow forth here now in this moment while still looking with the eyes closed. Just notice what comes through as you work with the crown being placed upon your head. Don't worry about what the court gesture hat represents, because as you embody your sovereignty, you're going to see more clearly how you're different. Don't go into trying to figure it out now, for that's watering the weeds. That's watering the things we don't want to water. Instead, embrace that feeling of when you were loved and acknowledged in some way, where you were honored, where you were blessed. And if nothing comes to mind, just do that for yourself now. How can you bless yourself? For that's what the sovereign does. They bless, they honor, they uplift, and they guide. And that's why it's the crown. And with the soul chakra, we're feeling all the lifetimes we've had. We're going to connect with the lifetimes, those moments in all the lifetimes where we've really truly felt the joy and bliss, the love, the connection, and the fulfillment of the desire to be incarnated here, to have this experience. Yes, there was other things, but it was all for the experience. It was all for the learning, the growing. We're not ignoring those other things, but we're building our center now. We're building our energy to create more of our abundance, to be on the highest timeline possible of joy, peace, love, abundance, grace, and ease, remembering that intention you set. Then we're feeling our connection as we do to their divine guidance, to source energy, to all that is. Now we're going to do a little breath work as we come back to the third eye focus. As you look with eyes closed as if they're open, we're going to do 3 rounds of breathing. So be in through the nose, out through the mouth for the first round. I'm only going to do about a minute with a breath hold. We'll release all the air, hold the breath for 1 minute. Then we'll go again into the second round, and I'll guide you with that. So in this moment, focusing on the third eye, we're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in, out, and expanding the belly, out through the mouth, releasing, relaxing, let go as the belly collapses. Immediately back in, keeping it circular, letting go, in and out, expanding, letting go. Working with that smile as you breathe in, still focused on the third eye, releasing, almost there. Couple more breaths in, release. Really big, deep breath in this moment, up into the chest. Let it all go. All the way out. And then hold at the bottom. You can even kind of lean forward a little, kind of allowing the head to go down, and this helps close everything off. And just notice, still looking with the eyes closed as if they're open, just notice what is offered and presented as you hold your breath. You're probably noticing tingling sensations too, and this is great. And coming back to what vision am I getting? What information is coming in? And just allow it to flow as if you're watching a TV screen. Not meaning anything, just being entertained by it, just allowing it to present what it presents in this moment. But just a little bit longer, holding. And we're going to do a big, deep inhale and hold for 10 seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big, deep inhale all the way. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Just allow yourself to breathe how you breathe in this moment. Just notice how the breath will automatically come in on its own. We're just going to allow that breath to do what it does, and just allow yourself to witness whatever's coming through. Whatever the mind's eye is showing. And sometimes this is like a general clearing. Maybe we'll see a movie, maybe we'll see some scene that played out in the past, or maybe some future thing, but just allow it to like go through. Don't grab onto it with the mind. You're just witnessing. And again, the best way I know to do that is to come back to the awareness of the breath as you're noticing whatever colors come through, whatever visions, or maybe there's nothing. But know that this focus is helping activate that center, helping to allow you to see more of what was hidden. If that's your desire, helping you to see your intention you set. And so we're going to do another round. This time we're going to go in through the mouth, and out through the mouth. And so this is like an expedited mini version of what I do with galactic breathing at my ceremonies and private sessions online. So we move in, we've stretched the body. Now we're going to move into like a deeper breath, in through the mouth, out through the mouth. We're going to do this for 1 minute. And then this time we're going to inhale and actually hold a bunch of air in our body for that expansion. And so let us begin breathing in through the mouth and out. In, out. This one, you can allow the chest to really expand. You don't want the shoulders to go up too much though. So keep the shoulders relaxed. You just work on keeping it smooth. You don't need to force it, but try to get as much as you can without hurting yourself or forcing anything. If there's any pain, just stop. Breathe normally. Always listen to the body. A couple more breaths. Big, deep inhale. And hold. We're going to hold for 1 minute or as long as you can, just holding that expansion breath. And you might feel like some warmth, some tingling. Just notice that. Maybe that changes what you see in your mind's eye. Maybe that changes what focus comes through. Just be the witness, be that awareness. Be curious without needing to know. As you continue to hold, if you need to, you can release a little bit of air, but we're almost there. Just continue that hold. This time, when you release, you're going to release with a sound, really working with that throat chakra. So releasing with a sound in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. And then breathe in normally. And I'll really allow that ha sound. Anything that feels tight or tense, and just allow the ha to release it. And still witnessing what the mind's eye is offering, what the third eye is offering. We're just going to be in silence for a moment. Just noticing, witnessing, still feeling the connection. So we're going to do this breath one more time. We're going to do the same one. Normally I do a different one, but we're not warmed up enough for that. So we'll do another minute in through the mouth, out through the mouth, while still witnessing what the mind's eye is offering in the form of a vision. Let us begin in and out. In and out. You're breathing and expanding. Work with that smile energy. Work with the feeling, the connection to all the chakras lit up, feeling the connection to the earth, remembering those memories, the things, the energy you've been working with, feeling the connection to the crown, to the soul chakra, to all those lifetimes where you were in a briefest of moment or maybe a full lifetime in a mastery, in a flow state, in a dance, in a beautiful way with reality. Because that's what you're bringing here now as you continue to breathe. This one again, as you breathe, last breath, we're going to let it all go again and hold and really dive into like this is 0 point. So last deep breath, deep inhale, let it all go. All the way out, more, and even a little more. Let all that air go and then just hold at the bottom, hold at the 0 point. And remember to keep focusing on the third eye, what's being offered, what's being presented. May that intention come forward. May your future be rich, abundant, full of health, vitality, courage, strength, clarity, love, connection, community. Clarity. We'll be taking a deep inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big deep inhale. Hold at the top, feeling that expansion. You can even like stretch a little. And releasing now. Just allow the natural breath to come in and just be in this third eye place. Be in your awareness. Be in your witnessing. Be in your mastery. Things are always presented and offered within and around you. I'm going to pull a card for a group connection as a confirmation and for guidance for this coming month. For this month of June, we're already in. Stay in your mind's eye. Stay in the witnessing. Like tune into the energy and see what card comes through. So I had a bunch jump out, and I could easily judge that as good, bad, or otherwise, but I'm going to see what came through. It's quite a few, actually. Jumped out, fell on the floor, grounding in whatever's happening in this moment. And this is the White Lion Leadership deck. And so one stepping forward. And now I invite you to come back once again to the awareness of your breath, back to the awareness of your feet, of your tailbone, of your butt. If you're sitting in a seat, come back to the awareness that, oh yeah, here I am. And to help with that, we can touch our chest and put 2 fingers on your heart and breathe into that space and say your name. Breathe into the heart again, feeling your feet, feeling your connection to gravity or this pull towards the earth, saying your name. Another breath in, feeling that expansion. And slowly opening your eyes as you say your name. Welcome back. And so we'll see what card came forward. The White Lion Leadership deck. And the card is Triumph. Which is really a beautiful lion. It's like in his like just past what you'd call the prime. So there's like this wisdom, but still this strength. So this strength of body, still this focus, like the strength's there, and then there's the wisdom and focus that is developed with experience and with age, like a fine wine is how I would read this card without reading the actual description. And triumph is quite profound, obviously. And I'll read what this card represents. And these are actual white lions that have existed or still exist to this day. I highly recommend this tarot deck. It's really quite amazing as it has wonderful energy for the new earth. And the dragons came through in our meditation today. And I also feel the lions very often. I've been working with the lions for my own, protecting my own energy field as things come up, and opportunity to navigate life in a different way and ask for assistance with that so that I can have more clarity and more space to work. But they hold down like the physical part, whereas the dragons would be more of the galactic, more of the energetic, at least how I experience these energies and these powerful beings. And so triumph, this is under the qualities. Triumph. Believe in our own radiance. Basic guidance. Your moment of triumph has arrived. The outcome you have hoped for will materialize. Continue to hold your focus on your desired outcome and have faith. Practice all the lion qualities in the situation, including courage, strength, light, and integrity. You can make the difference and you will triumph. So that's perfect for that intention, whatever intention you set. In the general one of like being on our highest timeline of love, strength, courage, support, joy, and grace and ease. That is a great confirmation of that. So advanced guidance is congratulations, lion warrior shaman. You've conquered your own fear and you now have the strength of the lion within you to achieve Herculean tasks and supreme light work. Trust in your own divine creative nature. Great accomplishments will follow. Monumental shifts are possible, but don't discount the smallest achievement. Nature acknowledges positive and loving intentions behind apparently minor actions as immense consciousness shifts. So again, this looks like a lion that's been through some shit and like is still standing and strong and moving forward. And that's like us here on Earth. Like nobody really came to Earth and didn't have hard times and opportunities to like triumph and overcome those things. And they may come back to visit, but like what this is really showing me for us is that we keep moving forward, we keep doing the thing we're guided to do, keep sharing your messages, keep doing the work, stay with your foundational practices too. That's super important right now, that whenever your business gets stagnant or whenever things feel stuck, go back to the basics, meditation, exercise, whatever that thing is. And this will always be the case here, is we're always going to have to go back to our foundation. And then today with like finding those memories and the joy and that spark, and you even said in the card, basically like the quality, embodying those qualities, working with, I forget the exact words, I'd have to find it again, but what I got from this was close that. Let me just tune in for a final message. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. And sometimes it feels like we're alone and nobody cares, but we got this. Share your light, love your world, trust in your abundance, find your joy, live your passion. Things we all know, but you work with the chakras, in each individual chakra, what memory helps light it up for you? What memory really helps spark that passion, and then do what you're inspired to do from that place. So thank you all for being here, and I hope you have an amazing month, and I'll see you next month for the monthly Monday morning meditation for the new earth. Aloha.